Hi everyone, and welcome to another Here's to the Great Ranger video. Today I'm going to be talking about the final member, the final core member of the S.P.D team, and that is Sidney Drew, or Sid for short. Sid has the standard combat deck of 3 shield cards, 4 2 shield cards, and 3 1 shield cards. Diving right in is her character ability, Transmutation. It says, once per battle, after any ranger rolls at least one blank result during an attack, you may spend 1 energy and remove a different die from that attack to convert the blank result to a critical hit result. I definitely made use of this ability during my game because I almost always roll at least one blank result whenever I roll dice in this in any battle. So notice the wording here. So if you roll at least one blank result, so it doesn't matter how many blank results you roll, as long as it says at least one, you can use this ability. If you don't roll any blank results, you can't use it. But you spend 1 energy, you'll remove a different die from that attack. So if you rolled 1 blank, 1 regular, 1 critical hit, you don't remove the blank result. You remove either the regular hit or the critical hit. But then you convert that blank result to a critical hit result. So in my example, if you did one of each, you'd want to remove the 1 hit result and convert the blank to a critical hit. So now you're dealing 4 damage instead of 3, which is awesome. Sid has like one of the best abilities if you roll, all blanks, because at the very least you can get 2 hits out of it. If you roll all blanks, like 3 blank results, you'll spend 1 energy, remove one of the blanks, and convert one of the other blanks to a 2 hit. So now you're doing 2 damage. You have nothing else, so it's really good. And you'll see as we cover her deck that dice result conversions are her whole play style. Well, it's her primary play style, I should say. It's not the only thing she can do. But her first card is Counter Thrust. It's a 0 cost, 2 dice attack card with 2 shields for defense. Its ability says if this attack targets an enemy card with the fast keyword, add 1 die to this attack. Now, keep in mind that you don't ignore the guard keyword when playing this card, but you can use it in combination with Jack's Zord, the Delta Runner 1. If you ignore the guard keyword, since that card forces you to only play cards with a cost of 0, you play Counter Thrust. Now you can target that card that had the fast keyword since you're attacking first anyway, and you'll get 1 additional die to the attack. Of course, if the card with the fast keyword is being guarded, then you still can't target it. So this card, I did use it for an attack, but I didn't get to target a card with the fast keyword because every time I wanted to, it was being guarded by either 1 or more cards. So I didn't really get to make much use of it. That's the only problem with cards that deal with the fast keyword. Getting a bonus for attacking cards with the fast keyword is that most of the time they're being guarded by other enemy cards. Even if you do bypass the fast keyword, odds are you won't be able to attack it right away because it's being guarded by something. So you're not gonna most likely be getting rid of that card anyway. It's most likely still going to go off. But I mean, when you can attack a fast keyword card, then this card's really fantastic. But anyway, moving on. Her next card is Energy Fission. It's a 0 cost reaction card with 2 shields for defense. Its ability said, play this card when the die result is converted. Gain 1 energy. Any ranger may draw up to 2 cards. So this works well with her transmutation ability. If, let's say, you roll all blanks, you convert one of them to a critical hit result, and since you converted one of them, you gain 1 energy, so you're basically getting breaking even in terms of the energy you spent for that play. And this card, unlike Sid's Sideswipe, this card says a ranger may draw up to 2 cards. So they can draw 0 cards, they can draw 1 card, or 2 cards if they want. So this card does give you options. I think I may have used this. I might have used it once, but honestly, I don't think I did. I don't think I ever really drew it. I think it just kept getting discarded for defense, or I just never was able to take advantage of it. Either way, still a really good card. Oh wait, I did use it once. Never mind. Now I think about it. Her next card is Up the Ante. It's a 0 cost, 2 damage attack with 3 shields for defense. Its ability says the next time any ranger performs an attack during this battle, add 1 die to that attack. Guaranteed damage is always great in this game. It only does 2, but some foot soldier cards at least only have 2 health, so if nothing else, you can get rid of those, no problem. It can help you get rid of the last little bit of damage that a monster or a boss might need, and gives an advantage to the next attack performed. It has to be the next attack. I mean, whether it's Sid who's performing the attack or any other ranger, it has to be the next attack that gains the extra die. You can't save it for 2 or 3 turns. It's still really, really good. I used it, I think I only, no, I think I used it twice in my game, but yeah, I still really like it. Her next card is Fist of Iron. It's a 1 cost, 3 dice attack card with 1 shield for defense. Its ability says after rolling, you may convert 1 blank result to a hit result. So, I mean, this card lets you, it's basically kind of a mini transmutation by itself. You pay 1 energy, roll, and if you roll 1 blank, you can convert it to a regular hit result. I mean, it's not like you don't convert it to critical hit like you do transmutation, but you get to save at least 1 result from what you rolled. It's not a complete loss, whatever you roll with Fist of Iron. And you don't have to spend an energy. Well, you do spend energy to play the card, but you don't have to remove any other dice in order to convert the result. I only used this maybe once in my fight, but it's still pretty good. I don't know. I don't know if I just didn't draw it very much or if I just had better cards I could use at the time, but it was still really, really good. Her next card is Delta Max Fire. It's a 2 cost maneuver card with 1 shield for defense. Its ability says perform an attack with 3 dice that targets a foot soldier card of your choice. Another ranger may then perform an attack with 3 dice that targets a different foot soldier card. Same as all the other Delta Max Fires. Can't target cards that are being guarded. If you're by yourself, you cannot perform the second attack. It has to be another ranger that does that. But you can add dice to each attack separately. So Tyrannosaurus, I always say, yeah, but it's still, just like kind of the best example of just simply adding dice to an attack. But yeah, it's still a really good card. Finally, her power weapon is Delta Max Burst. It's a 3 cost reaction card with 3 shields for defense. Its ability says play this card after any ranger rolls dice for an attack. Convert up to 5 die results to critical hit results. I mean, wow, talk about a powerful weapon, a powerful card. I mean, this is also a contender for best power weapon in the game. I could easily see somebody saying this is better than Power Axe. But actually, honestly, the ideal thing would be to use this in combination with the Power Axe. Add dice to the Power Axe. Usually rolling 5 dice. So no matter what you roll, then you play Delta Max Burst. Convert all the results to critical hits. Now you're dealing 10 damage to the initial target with Power Axe. And you choose 2 of those results. And now you're dealing 4 damage to all adjacent targets. I mean, that's a great combo. But, I mean, it also works well with, in terms of the S.P.D team, Sky is actually the only one who can make the most of this card because he's the only one that rolls 5 dice with any one of his cards. But I mean, thankfully it says up to 5 die results. You don't have to roll 5 dice in order to make use of this card. Even if you only use, let's say, Bridges power weapon, you do Bridges power weapon to roll 3 dice, and since it reduces the cost of the next card played by 3, now Delta Max Burst you can play for free, and you can convert all of his results to critical hit results. So you're dealing 6 damage to the target. If you're able to add more dice, then that's even better. But yeah, Delta Max Burst, it's fantastic. Yeah, definitely, like I said, contender for best weapon in the game. I really, really like this card. Her Zord is Delta Runner 5. Its ability says exhaust this card after any ranger rolls dice for an attack. Gain 1 energy. Convert 1 hit result to a critical hit result. It's kind of it's a different version of Fist of Iron, pretty much. I mean, in addition to gaining 1 energy, which is always great, you have to convert 1 regular hit result to a critical hit result. So if you roll all regular, 3 single hit cards, now you convert 1 of them to a critical hit result. Now you're dealing 4 damage instead of 3. Unfortunately, you can't convert a blank result to a critical hit result, but still adding 1 additional damage is always great. Sometimes it's just what you need to finish off a card. This was the last card I actually drew in my playthrough, so I didn't get to use it very much, but it still helped out when I did use it. Next, I'll break down her combat deck a little more. She has 2 copies of Up the Ante, 2 copies of Counter Thrust, 2 copies of Energy Fission, 2 copies of Fist of Iron, 1 copy of Delta Max Fire, and 1 copy of Delta Max Burst. Like as I mentioned, Sid is the result converter of the team. She converts dice roll results, I should say. She gains a little energy for the team with her Delta Runner 5 and her Energy Fission. And she also adds dice with her Up the Ante and Counter Thrust. But yeah, her main thing is converting dice results. And yeah, I definitely made use of that during my playthrough of the game. And I think she's a contender for best Pink Ranger in the game. But I'll talk about her, how I used her more in my coverage, which should be the next video actually. So I hope you look forward to that. Well, next video is the team coverage, I should say. So look forward to that. And in the meantime, head on over to onceranger.com to check out the full card database, and affiliate links will be provided below. Thank you.